What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more psy-trance, and we're going to go back to Save the Robot and their Battle of the Mind album, 2005. I explained last time, so I won't repeat everything, but yeah, essentially I'm a huge fan of this album and the related single, which actually features the title track, Battle of the Mind, which is not on the album proper. But yeah, eventually over the next 10 years or so, they made more house than they did psy-trance, but in the last few years it seems like they've come back to making psy-trance again, so ultimately, big shout out once again to Roger Ram of Tip Records and Tip World, which this imprint, this is the period where the releases were coming out under the name Tip World. In any case, I mentioned Roger Ram specifically because we're going to listen to Robot on Drugs, another really great and emotional and energetic psy-trance tune. But I'm particularly fond of this one because it features flute performance by the one and only Roger Ram. I mentioned, before he became a psy-trance, label boss and, party organizer and so on, he was in a jazz group, Quintessence, and I don't know exactly what instruments he played in that band, but he clearly was drawing on his natural instrument skills when it comes to his contribution to this track. So once again, big shout out to Save the Robot and Roger Ram on this one. And this is Save the Robot, Robot on Drugs from the 2005 album Battle of the Mind. Then you get a little bonus because that's the end of the previous track. That muffled kick. It's like you're outside a party or, you've parked and you're walking toward the party, but it's still a bit distant. Pull the kick inside out.
Have you ever met a robot on drugs?
Have you ever met a robot on drugs? Depends on how you define robot. Take a Bow, Save the Robot. Take a Bow, Roger Ram. It's a masterpiece. It's funny, like, it's one of those albums where at different times I might tell you that different tracks are my favorite on the release. In terms of absolute, like, rocking, full-on psy-trance, I think Off the Assembly Line is my favorite. I've already reacted to that one. Check it out if you're interested. But I think for, like, emotional psy-trance, this one hits it in large part because of that flute part. It just really is fantastic. So, again, shout out to Roger Ram, who, you know, he's part of, what is it, the Infinity Project. He's part of Schmongel, I think the most famous musical act with him involved with Simon Posford of Hallucinogen fame. Which is funny because I love Hallucinogen. I love a lot of the stuff that Roger Ram is involved in. I think Schmongel's cool, but it's not my favorite thing. But it's funny because people who enjoy all those things I just mentioned, often, if not, you know, the vast majority of the time, Schmongel is the main thing for them. So I feel like I'm in the minority when I say that I enjoy Roger Ram and Simon Posford's stuff outside of Schmongel more than Schmongel itself. In any case, I'll stop saying the weird word Schmongel. But once again, shout out to Save the Robot. Like I said, there's not a bad track on this release. We'll go through it all eventually. Let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.